Hello my friends, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Hunting Rocks. As always, I am your hunting guide Jeff, and today I'm at a place I haven't been to since April 2nd. Today is August 22nd. It's my birthday, and the river was nice enough to go down for me, so I am out at Shoto Island, one of my favorite places by the river. And we're going to look around here and see what the river has given us today. Like I said, it's been up real high. It went down and shot back up. I was like, man, I'm not going to get to go. Luckily, it dropped back down yesterday. Usually, I got about another 200-300 foot out that way I can look for stuff. But water's still up, but it's going down. Should be a fun video. We should find some good stuff. And here we go, guys. Right near the water's edge. You got a pretty little agate. You can see the lines in it right there. Throw that in my bag. Let's see what we got here. Nope, that's just river smoothed. You gotta think a lot of this stuff comes down the river from a long way. I'm about half a mile south of where the Missouri flows into the Mississippi. A little chunk of Cal Sydney right there. That's pretty. About a mile, half a mile to where the Missouri River flows into the Mississippi. And then about 4 or 5 miles upriver, you have the Illinois River flowing into the Mississippi. So rocks from all over the world, well, all over the United States, not the world, sorry about that, come down and they deposit themselves on this beach. Of course, the thing is by the time they get here, they're pretty well tumbled, they're pretty well smooth, but they're perfect for throwing in a tumbler. Some of them are big enough you can cut on a saw, a small saw, not my big one. And yeah, it's just always a good time. That's just a piece of tumbled quartz, but hold on, let me get that in the water. Look how pretty that is when it's wet. I'm not going to take it, but nice piece. Well, let's walk along, see what we can find. And when I find some cool stuff, you guys know I'll... Oh, well, there's some cool stuff right there. That's an agate. And a small piece of petrified wood. Yep, that's pet wood. So whenever I find more cool stuff, I'll click the camera back on, and you guys know I'll show you. Otherwise, it's just going to be a lot of walking. There we go, guys. One of my favorites to find right here. Those beautiful little honey agates. You can just barely see the lines in them. You can barely see the lines in them. I would love to find these things in their full form. I think they come out of Montana or something like that. I need to get up there someday and find big ones. Just saw a couple things down here. That one's a no. That one's a yes, maybe. I'll put it in my bag anyhow. And I saw something else and I lost it. Fighting with my camera, that's a maybe. Yeah, well, shoot. Such is life. If you don't pick it up right away, you will lose it out here because there's tons of rocks. Gravel, gravel, gravel everywhere. And with the river, it constantly changes. Comes up, it goes down. New rocks come in, old rocks go out. They get covered by sand. You never know what you're going to find up here. I found fossils up here before. I'd love to find a nice fossil skull or something. I know it could pop out. Of course, I'd probably have to get here pretty early in the morning to make sure I was the first person on the beach, because a lot of people do like to walk this beach. It's a good free spot. Go rock hounding. If you're not into rock hounding, but you like fishing, It's not a bad spot to go fishing. You can fish while the rockhounds in your party go rockhounding. See who catches the most. Oh, here we go. That might be a honey agate. That might just be stained. Won't know until I get it home, do some work on it. See what big rocks are down here at the water's edge. What we got here? Probably nothing. Like I said, usually I'm another 40-50 foot that way, but right now it's a little damp for that. Just grabbed this guy out of the river. That's a pretty piece of jasper. I'll go in the bag. What we got here? Nothing I'm interested in. Alright, let's try not to get my feet wet. Let's see what we got here. Nice jasper, river rock. Don't want to get my shoes soaked. Probably gonna happen because I didn't bring my rubber boots. I forget things sometimes. You know, like rubber boots, tools, other things like that. But it just makes the rock hunting experience all that more exciting. Worst case scenario, I take my shoes off and I wade into the water. You don't want to go too deep. There's a pretty swift current there though. And it's the Mississippi, so God only knows what's in it by now. And it's gonna sound silly, but I'm like 4 or 5 miles south of Alton, Illinois. And if you look at the history of that, they actually caught a bull shark up there one time. So there's the possibility there could be sharks in that water. It's a slim possibility. The fact of the matter is it's still there. And I will link that article to the bull shark down below, down in that message area. So if anybody's interested in that history, they can read it. They also caught one in St. Louis, 97 I think it was. I don't remember. I'll post that article down there too. That is a pretty red. That is also brick. I don't want any brick. You can find brick all over town. You know, I'd rather see brick in the river though than, you know, plastic. At least brick, it tumbles down and becomes, well, clay again essentially. Alright, so I got out of the rocks. Now I'm just walking across the sand plains. Little bits of rock that I could check out. But really what I want to see is there's any fish trapped in the water over here. I'm sure there is. There's some egrets over there eating. So let's see if we can find any cool wildlife too while we're out here. Maybe save a fish or a turtle or something. Well, it started getting a little muddy over there, so I came back. I'm glad I did, because there's a little honey agate. Into the bag you go, Mr. Honey Agate. What is this? So 9 times out of 10, whenever I've cut these, they look really pretty on the outside. They're just super, super dark stained quartz. Super dark stained quartz. So there's not much I can do with them, because even polishing them, you'll take off that dark staining, or you can. Most of the time they don't need polish, but whenever they're a little rough like that, yeah, I don't take them. Not anymore anyhow. I used to. I got a whole bunch of them. Give them away to kids and stuff nowadays. Trying to get rid of them. Oh, yeah, no, nope. This is another place also where people have found artifacts, arrowheads, and such. Of course, I, don't find such things, but they are out here. I would love to find one. It's my birthday. That would be a good birthday present. What do we got here? Now that one isn't stained. That's got some cool lines in it. It's a little different. I'm gonna take this. I might throw that on my small saw and give it a cut just to see what it is. And of course, there's tons of pretty jaspers down here. Yeah, I'll take that. I like to throw them in boxes whenever I mail my Patreon stuff. I've got a couple of my Patreons right now waiting for some trilobite fossils. Guys, I'm sorry, I've just been slow. Of course, by the time this video comes out, hopefully you'll have them in your house and you can be like, what are you talking about, Jeff? I like to give gifts, especially to people who help me out. You guys are helping me make my dream become a reality. Like I've always said, if you don't want to do the Patreon thing or be a member, at least give me a thumbs up or a comment, like, share, and subscribe. All that good jazz. It really helps out. The more people that watch, the better it is. The more I'll end up making, which means I can go on crazier adventures. It's still a goal of mine to get to Poland and look for some amber out of the ocean. It might be a cold trip, but should be worth it. But that's far in the future, so don't hold your breath. It may never happen. Alright, let's keep walking back. See what other goodies we can find. There's a pretty piece of petrified wood. That's a nice one. It's a nice little twig. Into the bag you go. Let's come up here. I saw something right here. That might be agate. Won't know for sure till I get some cutting done on it. So, may as well take it home with me. It's not big. And worst case scenario, I just put it into my landscaping. That's a geode. That's a pretty little geode. And I have not forgot about the geode cracking video, the live I'm going to do. I'm holding that off for a while. Ooh, that's super pretty. Nothing spectacular rock-wise, but it's pretty. I'm holding off until after Geode Fest. I'm going to go up to Geode Fest and collect some more geodes. So you guys will probably get like 2 geode videos in a row. The one I shot in June with my lovely wife, Ms. Hunting Rocks, and my sister-in-law. And then the Geode Fest, which I should be with Dustin Finds Rocks. I might see Rockhound Mark. Him and I got to go out later on, and he wants to find some trilobites, but it's still a little bit warm, so I'm holding off on that. But he should be up there. Geode Fest is a great time. If you're into geodes and you're near the Keokuk area, come on up, man. Check it out. Alright. Back towards the river. If you guys see anything, yell out real loud. And use a time machine. Oh, I see something. Look at that. Little bitty honey agate. And you can see the lines in it right there. Hopefully they show up on camera. They're super light, but they definitely are there. It is an agate. Alright, I think the river's always good. There's a lot of gravel up here. So when I find something cool, I'll be back. So I don't know why, but this rock feels super light. It's got some holes in it. Usually I wouldn't take one of these, but I I think I might take that home and cut it. All right, guys. Well, that was my short little video, my short little rock hunt trip down here. Again, to Shoto Island. Anybody can come out here. Sorry, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm keeping my eyes on the ground just in case. But I'm coming back up towards where all the fishermen sit. Like I said, this is a good fishing spot. I don't want to get in their way. It'd be rude. Sorry, I thought I saw something. But anywho, I will see you guys when I get home, which really is going to be pretty quick because I don't live far from here. All right, so here we go, guys. Just a little collection of stuff from the river that day. Found some, those are definitely petrified wood. That might be super polished wood. This I still need to work on. But some decent agates, some more petrified wood, some really pretty polished shirt. I really like the way that looks, that layers and whatnot. This, as you can see, does have striation lines. This is kind of an ugly agate. Might look good polished up. Of course, some jasper and a few other odds and ends. Does Shoto Island have the best stuff in the world? No. But it's free. It's fun. You never know what you're going to find there. Best part is of course, with the river always going up and always going down, there will be more and more every time you go. So if you get a chance and you're in the St. Louis area, go check out Shoto Island. I think you guys would like it. Alright guys, so that's the video of Shoto Island with the water finally going down. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been there. The water is actually way lower now. I just haven't been back. Been super busy getting ready for Geode Fest, which is coming up. And it's going to be awesome because right after Geode Fest, you guys will see my video from there. You're probably going to see like 2 or 3 Geode videos. And then I'm going to do a live cracking. So if you want to come over on a Saturday night, well, on YouTube, come over and see me crack geodes, then come on over. Hamilton might make a stop in to say hello. But as always, guys, we hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll see you the next time we're out hunting rocks. Have a good one. Bye. Say bye, Hamilton. Oh, you staying? Okay, I'll tell him. And Hamilton says, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys later. Bye.